I welcome you to Language Juice. This is another Friday tonic, and I welcome you to a new month of November. Wow, 11th month of the year 2023. We have basically this month and another 1 month before we reach the end of the year. My prayer is that all of us witness the happy ending of this year 2023 and welcome a more prosperous and happy new year 2024. I will be discussing today, Friday, like serving you the Friday tonic, with my series, Preventing Suicide, which is Embrace Life. If you've been viewing my Friday tonic episodes, you will realize that I've been talking about embracing something very germane, embracing vulnerability, embracing your self-awareness, embracing impermanency, embracing this, embracing that. But the totality, the complete of all this embracing is to embrace life. And as we near the end of this year, when some hopes have been dashed, when some aspirations have not been met, when some goals are far from being achieved, some tend to lose focus on what is very important, and that is life. Life is so unique. It has no duplicate. Why will anybody want to think about suicide or have suicidal thoughts? So that's why I'm presenting this Preventing Suicide series. And I'll be doing it till the end of December. I have a new package totally for year 2024, because this, your lovely channel, is going to clock 2 by December 13. And we should have something a little bit different from what we are used to. But I promise you, a rewarding, fantastic, exciting new thing coming your way in the new year. So talking about embracing life, specifically today, I'm talking about the prevention. I'm talking about prevention strategies. That is the real discussion point for today. How do we prevent suicide? How do we go about to embrace life? The practical strategies to help in preventing suicide. By preventing suicide involves a combination of awareness, proactive communication, recognizing signs of distress, and creating a supportive and understanding environment, especially to guidance, to parents, to the community at large. We need to be aware of our to be a good steward of those who are around us, neighbors. When you see somebody who looks in distress, there are certain things you need to do. One, you need to promote open communication by encouraging dialogue. Don't leave, you see somebody unhappy, don't say, well, that's that person's business. What stops you from asking, after greeting such a person, can I help? Is anything wrong? Do you want to talk? Being an empathetic listener. promote supportive cooperation. So you need to foster an environment where individuals feel comfortable discussing their feelings and struggles openly without fear of judgment or stigma. That means you have to have a listening ear. You have to comport your eyes. You have to comport the way you look and everything so that you are not sending the wrong signal. You are not judgmental. Active listening. You listen attentively, show empathy, and avoid interrupting. Help yourself not to interrupt when that person is still talking. Acknowledge the person's feelings and let them know you care about their well-being. Don't use the time they're talking to you to be checking on your phone or checking your social media accounts. Try and be attentive at that time. You might be saving life by doing all that. And ask direct questions if need be. If you respect someone, if you suspect someone might be struggling, and there are a lot of strugglers there. There are a lot of people struggling. Ask them directly about their thoughts and feelings regarding suicide. Asking shows concern and can provide an opportunity for them to open up to you. Basically, what I'm saying is that you should recognize signs of distress. Let me give you some verbal cues. Expressing feelings of hopelessness when somebody in talking to you express feelings of hopelessness, like being a burden or having no reason to live, thinking all is finished for him or her. Behavioral changes. That's why we have to be very careful to look out. When you see somebody who withdraws from friends and families, that is, withdraw from friends, family, or activities, somebody who has previously or priorly been very active, this sudden mood swings or giving away possessions. I mean, it's good to be generous, but when you see that, this is unusual, giving away all form of possessions and engaging in risky behaviors, offer support. Express concern and care. Let the person know that you care about them and are available to listen and provide support without judgment. Encourage professional help. Suggest seeking help from mental health professionals and offer assistance in finding suitable resources or making appointments for them. Then do follow-up. Check up on the person regularly to show that you genuinely care and you are there to support them throughout that struggle period. Educate and create awareness or increase awareness when you provide information. Share educational resources about mental health with such a person, suicide prevention with such a person, and available support services within your community. Organize workshops and training. Offer workshops on mental health, suicide prevention, and stress management to educate individuals about warning signs and coping mechanisms. What I'm saying, in effect, is that you, as somebody, a patriotic listener who cares, you should create a safe environment for such a person so that those suicidal thoughts might fly away. Promote responsible media reporting. Encourage responsible reporting of suicide to avoid glamorization and to emphasize eye-seeking and available resources. Some people just like to post anything, take photo, go post anything on social media, not knowing how it could affect somebody else. When you see a negative story about someone, it's necessary for you to seek clarification or find out the authentic truth before you repost, before you know it's only fake news. That actually could start suicidal thoughts in some people. I've seen some newly weathered people with all this social media heightened about the marriage, about infidelity within the marriage, about this. And this can lead to depression for one of the spouses, one of the couple. And when it leads to depression, that person must start nursing suicidal thoughts. You do not want to be a cause of death to someone. Reduce stigma. Engage in open discussions. Challenge misconceptions about mental health and suicide by engaging in conversations that reduce stigma and increase understanding. We are not the same. That's why you need to embrace imperfections. Embrace your own imperfections and embrace the imperfections of others. Share stories and hope of recovery. Highlight stories of individuals who have overcome mental health challenges and suicidal thoughts to inspire and encourage others. That's why when I started with this, my Preventing Suicide series, my part 1 was actually to showcase some people who have gone through this process and have overcome. Promote self-care and resilience. Emphasize self-care practices. Encourage individuals to prioritize self-care activities, such as exercise. Even if you cannot do any kind of exercise, try and walk. Walk a minimum of 30 minutes, 5 days in a week. That is your 7 days. Walk for 5 days in a week. Healthy eating, sleep, and relaxation techniques to improve overall well-being. When somebody is not sleeping, it aggravates blood pressure, it aggravates depression. So you need to come in and see ways you could encourage this person, or what you can do, what you can say, or what you can recommend, so that that person can sleep at least the 8 hours in a day. Build coping skills. Teach healthy coping mechanisms like mindfulness, journaling, or engaging in hobbies to help individuals manage stress and difficult emotions. Take such a person out to Paris, to church activities, to clubs, wherever, so that that person might get out of that suicidal thought. Collaborate with communities too, because you live in a community. Nobody's an island to himself or to herself. We are all interconnected, and especially within a community. Engage in community outreach, partner with schools, workplaces, religious organizations, and local community centers to organize mental health events, workshops, and awareness campaigns. Support local mental health services. Advocate for improved mental health services and accessibility within your community to ensure adequate support for those in need. Preventing suicide is a shared responsibility that involves fostering a compassionate and understanding society by creating an environment where individuals feel safe to talk about their struggles and seek help. We can make a significant impact in preventing suicide and supporting those in need. If you believe someone is at immediate risk of harm to themselves or to others, please call emergency services in your community or in your country. Promote physical health and wellness. Regular exercise and physical activity, I mentioned that, even if it's only walking, a minimum of 30 minutes daily. Encourage engaging in physical activities as exercise has been shown to reduce symptoms of anxiety and depression. Even exercise has been shown to improve and bring down high blood pressure. And I will tell you my own personal experience. Of recent, twice I had appointments in my medical care facility. They did my blood pressure twice at different purposes. It was a little bit high. Despite that, I used the medication for BP that day. And I had another appointment in another health facility. And I know they're also going to do my healthcare. So what did I do? I took a walk. I took a walk round and round, drank water, and took a walk round and round. At least I ensured I had about 5,000 steps. And I went in. You can't believe it. When it did my blood pressure this time around, it was normal. So I know as a personal experience that exercise, physical exercise like walking, can even bring down your blood pressure. It's good for your total health. Healthy diet and nutrition. The importance of balance to anybody who's suffering. Please kindly highlight the importance of balanced diet in maintaining good mental health for such a person and prevent conditions that can contribute to suicidal thoughts. Let the person support high-risk groups. And those high-risk groups are targeted outreach, like develop tailored prevention programs for high-risk populations, such as the veterans. You know, veterans, they have gone through a lot. And some of them normally have suicidal thoughts each time they see all those happenings in the war or what they have gone through. Then they also the LGBTQ plus individuals, because of the stigma and people who are going through addiction of any type of addiction, substance abuse issues, alcoholic issues, and several like that. Or those who have just come out of a particular trauma. Then the culturally sensitive approaches, we implement culturally competent suicide prevention strategies that consider the unique needs and experiences of different ethnic, cultural, and religious groups. And that is why the religious groups, they have a role to play. The ministers of God, the pastors, the priests, you are not just only there to preach the sermon on the gospel or ask for donations or tithes or whatever. You're supposed to be there for your congregation, for your parishioners, those who are suffering, those who are going through trauma, who are going through trouble, to ensure they're definitely out of trauma. Sisters and brothers, I want to encourage you to save a life today. We're going to the end of the year. Let's save a life by preventing suicide or suicidal thought of anybody and letting them know they should embrace life. My name is Josephine, a doctoral degree holder in theological studies, precisely philosophy of religion and theology. I'm also an empathetic listener. I promote companionship and supportive something. If you want to learn more, visit my website, languagejoes.com. I want to thank you for joining me today. Stay put and continue to view my channel. If you have not subscribed, kindly subscribe. If you are subscribed, you've not turned on your notification, please do so. Click that button, the subscribe button. Any other information you need, check my description link. You will surely get it. Have a blessed weekend.